Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel, and as you guys are going to be able to tell, this is my final gameplay of the Road to Challenger series, because this one gets me in Challenger. As you can see on the leaderboard right now, if you can see that tiny little gem, I'm currently high rated Master, so this one peaks me over the edge as we get the dub. We close it out against 2 Masters and 2 Challengers. It's a bit of a sweaty game to get into Challengers, but I feel like that's quite apt. But as I said, it's a sweaty game, so don't expect me dropping 60 kills and 20 deaths or anything like that. It is a fairly box standard game, but I thought I'd want to share with you guys the game that actually got me into Challenger, because I feel like that's something you guys might want to see. So I don't drop negative whatsoever. I go 41 and 30, 31, 41 and 30, something like that. That's pretty average for the team. I think most of the guys I played with did that. Yeah, so the rest of the video I'm just going to be talking about my stats on my road up to Challenger. It's sort of like I've made a like a personal combat record. I've been tracking my own stats because unfortunately there isn't one in the game. But I'm going to go into that later in the video, so make sure you stay tuned if you want to see what KD I've got, how many seconds on healers average, or the map pool share I've been getting. I'm also going to discuss my way up to Challenger, how I found it, how quickly I managed to get there, and I'm also going to be going through the format of the videos going up to the channel, because as you guys probably are aware, my last video was a video just basically saying I've been demoted into expert because of the patch Treyarch threw out to punish people. But I'm not going to go on about it too much in this video because I spoke about it. That was pretty much the whole of the reason for the last video, so I don't want to repeat myself too much. So getting things kicked off here, it took me 91 games to get into Master. I keep calling it Master. I'm used to Cold War. To get into Challenger, which I don't think's too shabby. I don't think that it could be a lot longer, but it could be a lot less. I mean, that guy got shit on. For those of the people who were backing out of every loss, they probably got there a lot quicker. But yeah, hey ho. 91 games, and I feel like I did it fairly quickly. For the first 75 or so games, I was winning 50, 40, 50 SR per win, and then losing like the same amount, but obviously as a negative. And then since like after 75 games played, it sort of reduced itself down to 15 possible maximum to win. So I don't know whether they've sort of made that so they make the first few games really big incremental changes so that you can get into where it thinks you should be nice and quickly, and then they reduce it down to 15 as a maximum to lose or win, just to try and make sure you guys can't move around too much. I feel like that's probably what they're doing. Ignore those whiffy shots right there. Yeah, so I feel like that's sort of what they're doing. But yeah, it took me 91 games. Obviously, it was a lot easier because a lot of the games I played, I'll say 2/3 of the game I played were with a squad. So the game I'm currently playing with, you're seeing right now, is I'm playing with DLS and God, who are probably guys you guys have recognised in my videos before. Yeah, so playing with a squad definitely helps, because I've been solo queuing quite a lot recently since I've been dropped into expert. And to be fair, it's been a lot of fun, but teammates can be sometimes a little bit frustrating. I understand some people are new to the game, some people aren't as good as other people, but sometimes I'm like, the amount of people I see just kill whoring and, you know, going for kills, I'm thinking, guys, the only way you win is getting on the objective for hardpoint. I mean, come on. Anyway, that's a rant for another video. Yeah, so it's been a good journey. As I said, 91 games to get there, and this is a good thing actually. Just to prove to you, I know this isn't really much proof, but just to prove to you guys that I wasn't backing out of every loss, I actually, out of my 91 games, I won 66 and lost 25. So don't you guys worry, I wasn't backing out of everything. So I do feel slightly disheartened that Treyarch dropped 1,000 SR on me, because I don't feel like I deserved it whatsoever. But as I said, I'm not going to be talking about that too much. If you guys want to know a bit more about why they dropped me to expert, check out the last video I posted, because that goes into it a little bit more detail. Moving on to the format of my videos going forward, as you guys could probably tell, it's been a bit here and there. So I've been trying to do a Road to Challenger series, and obviously as I hit Challenger fairly quickly, I mean, I'll say quickly, 91 games is a lot of games, but in the grand scheme of things, fairly quickly. I was hoping it was going to be something that lasted me a few months at least, but unfortunately, it was not the case. Yeah, so as a result, I've been doing videos. I didn't want to just post Road to Challenger videos. I didn't want that to be my only thing going on YouTube, so I've been doing bits in between, which is why it's a bit confusing, because one day I'll be uploading a video where I've just got into Master, and the next I'm uploading a video saying I've been demoted, and then the next, which is exactly what's happened, you see me go into Challenger. So it is a bit confusing, but I hope you guys can understand that they're sort of different places in the timeline of me playing. So the ones that aren't in Road to Challenger are current, they're like up to date, they're like really recent video, like gameplays, whereas the Road to Challenger sort of goes through my back catalogue of videos and gameplays pretty much. I think what I'm going to do when the new season drops, and I would like your guys' feedback to what other content you guys would want me to post. I'm happy to do anything as long as it doesn't mean I get shit on. So I'm not going to be using Pistoloni and stuff like that. It's not like Cold War. You do end up getting really sweaty lobbies sometimes, and I don't want to be costing my teammates because obviously it's based on wins and losses. So yeah, I think the plan is when season 3, yeah, the next season, whatever next season, I think it's 3, when season 3 drops, I'm going to be creating an alternative account, and I'm going to be doing a Road to Challenger series from scratch on that account. And obviously I'll be tracking it as I have with this one. That was close, that was close. If I'd have got pooped on there, that would have been embarrassing, but thankfully it was not to be. Apparently Laco's walling. Apparently. I don't, if he's walling, why did he lose? That's my question. Anyway, I digress, yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to post like tips and tricks on how to improve map lines of sights, and once I've gotten used to all the maps and I've watched a few more, stolen a few more spots from pros from their streams and majors and league matches and stuff like that on the CDL, I'm going to be putting out map guides and stuff like that. So, yes, there's loads to come, but if there's anything specific you want to see, let me know. Right, now here is probably what you guys are waiting for, and it's my statistics for ranked league play up to this point, up to becoming master. 91, my first 91 games, including placement matches of my, keep saying master, I mean challenger, of my Road to Challenger. So, let's get right into it here. My overall kill death ratio, or EKIA death ratio, because obviously I can't see my actual kills, I can only see a limbs, which includes your assists, is 1.64 with, and I think I'm gonna put these on screen so you can see it, pause it where you want. Now I'm gonna go through the KD or kill death ratio through each of the game modes. So S&D, my KD is 2.12, which I feel like is pretty good. But I feel like KD, you can sort of carry an S&D a little bit better. Control is 1.67, and my hard point is 1.58. So hard point's obviously my worst for kill death ratio, but I feel like I am the hill man. I'm usually the guy jumping in time, or being that entry sort of player, if that sort of role exists. I'm not entirely sure, the debate's still out on that. So yeah, 2.12 on S&D, 1.64 on control, and 1.58 on hard point. As I said, I don't feel like it's too bad. My overall win-loss ratio, which I've just said, mentioned in the video earlier on, is 2.64, and that's 66 wins and 25 losses. Yeah, my average SR for a win, so the average I gained per win was 22, a measly 22, and the average I lost per loss was 28. So in fact, if I'd have won the same amount of games that I lost, I'd have actually gone down a rank. So according to my statistics, according to the data I've collected, you do need to win more games than you lose in order to rank up. Hey, it could mean that I was just getting carried in a lot of my wins, or I was really costing a lot of my losses. I'm not really sure. My average hill time for hardpoint was 1.5 minutes, just under 1.5 minutes, which I feel like is pretty strong. A lot of the guys I play with play more of a slayer role, where they sort of don't sit around time, but I think I want that win. Like, I do not want to be going down SR, and when you're playing solo queue, which I have done more recently, oftentimes you do need to be the one getting in the hill. So I spend about 1.5 minutes on average per hardpoint game of hill time. Now I'm just going to go through the spread of games I've played per game mode. So overall, as you can see, I've played 91 games, 41 of them being hardpoint, 24 of them being S&D, and 26 being control. So I've played a far more amount of hardpoint than I have S&D and control. I think the main reason for that is because S&D and control tended to be the ones that players backed out of, so you couldn't really get into those games, whereas hardpoint people like to play. Now, map pool-wise, I played... Let me do this in some form of order. So the map I've played most is Tuscan with 32 games played, followed by Gavutu, which is then closely followed by Bocage at 20 and 19. And then played 14 games of Berlin and only a measly 6 of Desert Siege. Obviously, you guys might be completely different, but this is generally because Tuscan tends to have the most game modes, whereas Desert Siege only has S&D. That's pretty much the reason why. Yeah, the top and bottom there. So yeah, that's the stats. I'm going to put them all on screen now. If you guys to see, so pause it and have a look if you want. But yeah, hope you guys found that useful. And I am actually going to leave you with the rest of the video. As I said, let me know if you've got any ideas of content to create later on. Let me know what you think of the stats. Let me know what you think of the whole setup, because it's been a while since I caught up with some of you guys. So it'll be interesting to hear your thoughts. Enjoy the rest of the video. As I said, make sure you guys stay to the end so you can see me, that lovely purple master gem, transform into 3 navy blue gems for the challenger rank, because that's lovely to see. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.
We control the hard point. The enemy is taking the hard point. Hard point is ours. Hard point located. Hard point activated.